Hello, kids. It's time to do a little beer review. Um, I miss doing beer reviews after SJ Pour, evidently. What we're gonna do today is a beer I'm kind of pumped about. Uh, Brick and Mortar Brewing Company's CMD Blonde. Little story behind this beer. It is brewed by a friend of mine named Chris Kabish, who is in the process of opening a brewery. He's not taking the easy road out and getting a bunch of money and investors, and he's doing it the hard way. He's putting in the work and doing it upright. So he was kind enough to send me some of his beers. The first one being his blonde, which right away you can see this beer is fucking gorgeous. Bright orange, clear as a bell. Really awesome beer. He said maybe this one was a little had a little age on it, but the way it smells, the way it looks pretty awesome. Super good malty nose on it, actually, for a blonde. Reminds me of like a biscuity malt. It's almost, is it Maris Otter maybe? I'd be curious to know what malts this is, but this strikes me as a very Englishy kind of malt character, which is really cool. The aroma is awesome. So I'm gonna bust into this thing. Oh, dude, that's nice. Even with a little age on it, you can tell it's got a little age, but that's just a good solid drinking beer. It really has a really good English character, not that obnoxious character you can get with some English beers that are trying too hard to be, that's probably a bad thing to say, but I really get a good English malt character out of this. Firm bitterness behind it, but it finishes so clean. This is a super well made beer. Wow, that's awesome. I actually met Chris, God, it's been a couple of years ago, at the first Iron Brewer that we competed in. So our beer went up against Chris's, and we may have taken Chris out of the competition, but it was super cool to get to know somebody that I never would have met outside of that venue. So we've stayed in touch, and he's he sends you a box of beer, and you get official brewery swag in there. He sent me this awesome coaster bottle opener that I gave that one to Brock, because the less new beer shit I have around here that Kristen sees, probably the better for me. So wow, this thing is exceptionally good. I would love to try this fresh, but even at this stage, this beer is awesome. I'd love to have a keg of this. So if you want to mail me a keg next time instead of a bottle, that'd be sweet. Man, it's just so super solid, dude. This beer is awesome. Wow, I might have to hit you up for a recipe for the old CMD, which evidently means carpet matches the drapes. And if orange hair, carpet matches the drapes. All right then. Yeah, Chris, awesome beer, dude. I'm gonna have to hit you up probably right now for some info on this thing, and maybe I could even come back and amend the video a little bit, do a part two. The carbonation is dead on. Everything about this beer is right. If this is my first taste of what you're going to put out of an actual brewery one of these days, I'll be making the trip down more often than I probably would like to. But wow, that is just so solid. That's awesome stuff, man. Yeah, Chris, cheers to you, dude. I'm trying to get Chris into the BrewTube thing too, so I think it would be super cool for him to kind of get into the whole nerd community here, and then kind of take us along in a little journey of him getting this brewery fired up. He's won some pretty good competitions down around Madison. He's in the midst of a kind of a big one through one of the little newspapers down there, the Isthmus. So cool stuff, and he's an awesome guy. Handsome as the devil too. He plays in a band. He's a real worldly individual. So encourage him down below to get off his ass and put his face on the internet for all of us to bond with. Chris, cheers, man. This beer's super rad. One more to go, so we're gonna get into the Scotch ale before too long. Later.